Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. This afternoon we're going to take you for a walk around our 2011 Ford Territory SZ 7-seater diesel wagon. Start at the front of the car and you notice it is fitted with the smoked genuine bonnet protector. Does present in really good condition. A few minor touch-ups just across the front bumper bar. Chrome running through all of the bottom section of the grille, and in very nice order. As we come down the driver's side of the car, is fitted with factory 17-inch alloy wheels and brand new tyres on the front of the car. Finished in a dark blue, the Juco presents really well. Actually struggling to detect a mark coming down the right hand side of the car, so presenting in really good order. Very minor little scuff mark on the right hand rear alloy, but overall present in really good condition. As we move around towards the rear of the car now, you do notice all the chrome badging running through the tailgate is fitted with factory colour-coded reverse sensors, and we do also have the tow bar on the car as well. The tongue of the tow bar intentionally kept inside the vehicle just for safety and also to prevent theft. As we come to the passenger side of the car now, it actually presents probably as well as, if not even better than the driver's side. Overall, the Juco in really good order. Alloys on the left hand side of the car. Once again, a very minor scuff on the left rear alloy. The left front is virtually unmarked. But it gives you a really good idea, you know, the exterior of the car so far in its life, being a 2011 model, approaching 3 years old, has been maintained really well and presents in the same condition. So we'll move under the bonnet now and we'll have a chat about a few of the statistics. Just a little release lever there. Notice the bonnet, quite a lightweight bonnet, just the gas struts lifted up out of our way. Powered by a 2.7 litre intercooled turbo motor. This car will give you 140 kilowatts of power, 440 newton metres of torque, but at the same time it'll deliver 8.2 litres combined per 100 k's. So based on a 75 litre fuel tank, it's going to give you over 900 kilometres to a tank of fuel. That's outstanding economy. Moving back around to the tailgate now, just a quick one before we move inside the car. The tow bar has a capacity of 2.3 tonne, so it's going to do anything you want it to do as far as towing. Plenty of weight capacity. Two options with the tailgate. We've got a button on our right hand side just to release the top half of the tailgate. So if we just want to pop some groceries in that way, we can. Or we pop that back to the closed position. Then on your left hand side, you have the button to release the entire tailgate. Gas struts, as you can see, take it well up out of our way. And you know, nice height, plenty of room to get in there. You notice the third row seats are up, being a 7-seater. Really simple release on the Territory. If we wanted to pop these back down into the storage position, we basically just lift up this little cover here, press these two red levers down just to release the base of the seat, and then we just release the actual back of the seat down into the flat position. Not going into the completely flat position at the moment because our second row seats are actually adjustable forward and back. There aren't a lot of SUVs that do have that adjustment, whereas the Territory does. So it just gives you a little bit of flexibility as far as depending on the size of your occupants. And then you notice that whole section drops into a completely flat storage area. So it gives you a lot of additional cargo room if you're not utilising the third row seats at the time. So now we're on the inside of the Territory, and I'm very happy to be back inside the car now, considering the outside temperature's 13 degrees. On our driver's armrest in the Territory, we've got all our controls for our power windows, and right up on the top of the driver's door trim are your controls for the exterior power mirrors. Moving into the dashboard section now, we just have our controls for our odometer and then our menu button as well. Vehicles travelled 159,000 kilometres, which for a diesel is next to nothing. We do also have an adjustable steering wheel, which is tilt and reach adjustable. Set ourselves up where we're nice and comfy, just simple matter of popping that lever back into position to lock us in place. The car is fitted with light sensitive headlights, so they will detect darkness as it approaches at night time and automatically turn the lights on. Leather wrapped steering wheel with all of our cruise control settings on the right hand side and all of our audio controls and Bluetooth controls on the left hand side. You will also notice just up on the left hand side of the dashboard just has our up and down buttons just to select what our screen's displaying. We touched on earlier that the average combined fuel consumption in this car is 8.2 litres per 100 k's, but at the moment we've got Matt, who's my cameraman, driving this vehicle as a drive car, and have a look at the average economy he's getting out of the car. 7.6 litres per 100 k's. That's outstanding mileage out of one of these cars. So it just goes to show you, number one, he's a very reserved driver. It also shows you how good the economy and everything is in the car. Now we'll move into the centre section now, and you notice we have a fair amount of information on our screen. As I mentioned, that's the outside temperature at the moment. We've got our set temperature on 29 at the moment. You notice the fan speed's running quite high. It's actually, I've got it set to my feet just to warm the tootsies up after freezing outside filming the video. We have our FM selected at the moment. My Bluetooth is actually hooked up to the car, so you've got your AM and FM just flicking through the different modes that we have, and then I just flick to Bluetooth. As you can see, my Bluetooth is hooked up. It's actually picked the music up straight off my phone. So once you've got your phone paired to the car, it's that simple to just be streaming your own music either out of your iPod, your iPad or your iPhone or any other sort of phone. So we'll move down below now. We do have auxiliary inputs as well, which we'll get to shortly. Climate control, air conditioning. So as I mentioned, we set it to the exact temperature that we want. And obviously everything's automatic. So once you've set it to your desired requirements inside the car, you just hit your auto button and away you go. Even though we can control all of our audio off the steering wheel, you've got your slot for your CDs, then all your menu buttons and your setting buttons. Just below that you've got manual lock and unlock buttons for the doors, manual button to turn traction control off, and then you can just manually turn our interior lights on and off as required. Open the little storage compartment here, good little storage area, plus a 12-volt outlet as well. And then we come to our leather wrapped T-bar, and we can drive this car just simply as an automatic rear wheel drive, of course, or we can move it across into sports shift or performance mode, where we're manually changing through the gears by using the stick, and they do appear directly in front of you on the dashboard. Handbrake is standard, leather wrapped handbrake as well, you know, a bit of quality about this car. And also we just moved back to the actual console lid. You notice we do have our auxiliary and our USB inputs, and then just a little slot there to store all your credit cards. Yeah, right. And then a very big area just for other storage as well. As we scan around the interior now, and this is to give you an idea of the quality of the car now, we're looking at the seats, the door trims and everything in this car. You've already seen it as far as the dashboard goes. You honestly would think this car's done 20,000 Ks. The way the interior of the car presents is stunning. We move on to safety now, and it's a really important factor in this car. We've got front, side and curtain airbags. What all of this achieves, coupled with the safety as far as the driveline, gives it a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. So super safe car to contemplate putting the family in. 7-seater, you can get the whole tribe in here and know that they're going to be really safe. Last thing we will have a chat about whilst we're on the inside of the car, we'll just talk about, as we've seen the quality of the car inside and out. A lot of that comes back to who's owned the vehicle, a privately owned motor car, and then we go through and look at the service history. And what do we find? We find every service stamped in the books, every intermediate service. Obviously, you can do oil changes every 7,500 k's, but the actual interval's 15. So as you notice, every second page is blank because they've just stuck to the services at the required intervals, which is important. And then you get to the current service, and we've done the current intermediate service as well. So you know, it certainly helps when a car's been well maintained. It presents the same way the owners have looked after the car. So it gives you a really good idea of the quality of the car, and I must say they're really comfy seats to sit in as well. Yeah. So in summary, a few key points. 2011 model diesel 7-seater Ford Territory. 8.2 litres combined per 100 k's will give you 140 kilowatts, 440 newton metres of torque. Expect over 900 kilometres to a tank of fuel. That's really good economical motoring. And last one, safety. 5-star ANCAP safety rating. A really good example of a 2011 model, this particular motor car, both factory keys. If you've got any further questions, feel free to give us a call on 9907 0555.